So, students, this is the second lecture of the method of differentiation. And yesterday we had taken some problems, one problem, okay? And now we will take the next problem, okay? So, you have studied all these things yesterday lecture. I hope that you have understood and don't have any doubt. And today we will talk about the next problem, okay? So, let's start with the second problem. And problem is that is second one, and let's write the question. So second problem, and problem is given, function is defined, fx is equal to x mod x, okay, and then we have to find out the f dash x, okay, or you can say that let's prove that fx is equal to twice of mod x, okay, prove that, we have to prove that, okay. So let's, I hope that you have the basic knowledge of the function. So fx is equal to, when x is positive greater than or equal to 0, it is going to be x square, and when x is negative, it is going to be minus x square, okay. And when you differentiate it, you will get f dash x is equal to, ये हो जाएगा पर 2x और ये हो जाएगा पर minus 2x, okay. So as you know that x is positive in this case and x is negative in this case, okay. So twice of mod x. Why mod x? Because when x is positive, this is going to be positive, and x is negative, this is going to be open and negative, okay. So 2 mod x, okay. So that is the differentiation of this, okay. I hope it is clear to you. Now let's take the other problem, and you will get some more exposure of solving the questions. Question number third, and that is y is equal to root of 1 minus cos 2x divided by 1 plus cos 2x, okay. So x belongs to 0 to pi by 2, open bracket, okay, and union of pi by 2 to pi, okay. Let's find the dy by dx. So this is the x, okay, and we have to find the dy by dx of this. So what you can do first here? So first of all, we have to keep in mind that let's first solve it, okay, then differentiate it. Otherwise, if you differentiate now, it's going to be very lengthy. So let's do it. So we have to solve it. As you know that cos 2x has four formula: cos 2 cos square x minus 1 cos square x minus sin square x, 1 minus 2 sin square x, 1 minus tan square x upon 1 plus tan square x, okay. So 1 minus cos 2x, here you have to apply the formula 1 minus 1 plus 2 sin square x divided by 1 plus 2 cos square x minus 1. So these two get cancelled, and you will get 2 to get cancelled, and you will get mod of tan x, mod of tan x. And you should know one thing in you, that in first quadrant 0 to pi by 2 tan x is positive, and second quadrant pi by 2 to pi, this is going to be negative. So let's write this. When x belongs to 0 to pi by 2, this is going to be tan x, and when x belongs to pi by 2 to pi, this is going to be minus tan x, okay. Now you can simply differentiate, and you will get dy by dx, and this is going to be sec square x for this x. I hope you can write it, okay. And this is going to be minus sec square x for x belongs to pi by 2 to pi, okay. So this is clear to you. I hope it is clear, okay. Now we can take other problem, okay. So in this way, these are some problems, and now let's take one some other theoretical part, and that theoretical part is, Okay, and that theoretical part is the just different just differentiation of inverse trigonometric function. Okay, so differentiation of inverse trigonometric function. Okay, inverse trigonometric function. Okay, so for this you should have the knowledge of the inverse trigonometric function, and if you don't have, you can tell me, I can make the video in this also. But now I am expecting that you have knowledge of function, limit, continuity, and this ITF also. Okay, this is very very important. um, let's take the one problem. Okay, so there is no any theory behind it, only just let's directly come to the problems. Take the first problem, and that is given y is equal to sine inverse cos x. It is given that x belongs to 0 to 2 pi. Okay, and first of all we have to differentiate it. Okay, so as you know that we cannot directly differentiate it. Okay, you may think that sine inverse x is 1 by root of 1 minus x square, but that's not going to be correct. Okay, you have to take care of this x, this domain, or this x that is the 0 to 2 pi domain. Okay, so as you know that one formula is sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So this is going to be pi by 2 cos inverse cos x. Okay, now you can apply the formula. As you know that this is going to be when x belongs to 0 to pi, this is going to be x, so pi by 2 minus x. And when x belongs to pi to 2 pi, then this is going to be x minus 3 pi by 2. Okay, I hope you can do it by your own. So x basically minus pi plus x, minus pi plus x, so minus pi plus pi by 2. So it is going to be my pi by 2, and so 2 2 pi minus x. Okay, so basically this is 2 pi minus x. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Graph of this is going to be uh, like this. Okay, so this graph if you have in mind, that's going to be better for you. Okay, but at least you should have all this information in the mind. Okay, and if you still have a doubt, I can explain all these things in a next video. Okay, so in this video we are only discussing about the differentiation, so we will only focus on this part. Okay, now this is the function. Okay, we have opened the function. Now we have to differentiate it. Okay, and dy by dx is going to be what? Minus 1 and plus 1. Minus 1 for this domain. Okay, and plus 1 for this domain. Okay, take care of the domain. Okay, don't forget it. I hope it is clear to you. And now let's go for the next question. And next question is the method of different just second question, not method. And second question is, you have to differentiate y is equal to sine inverse 2x root of 1 minus x square. Okay, so we have to differentiate it. And when there are three options. Okay, not three options, three cases. When x is greater than minus 1 by root 2, less than 1 by root 2, less than 1 by root 2. And next case is x is greater than 1 by root 2 but less than 1. And 3 is x is greater than minus 1 and less than minus 1 by root 2. So in for these three cases we can discuss this one by one. And please keep in mind that here we have to use the substitution, and you are completely confident that at this case we have to substitute x by cos x or cos theta or sin theta. Then this is going to be in the form of sine 2 theta, and we can solve that. Otherwise it's going to be difficult. Okay, so at least this much sense we have to use from our side, that here let's substitute x is equal to sine theta, and this will become y is equal to sine inverse 2 sine theta into cos theta, and this will be sine inverse sine 2 theta. Keep in mind that theta is going to be sine inverse x, and what is the value of x? X is going to be the minus 1 to plus 1. What is the x? X going to be minus 1 to plus 1, and theta is what? So in this particular case, theta will be range of just sine inverse x, and range of sine inverse x is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, I hope it is just clear to you. Okay, so let's talk about the next. Here it is 2 theta. What is this? This is the 2 theta. So here if you multiply by 2 theta, what you will get? You will get, so we should take the first case. Okay, let's take the case number first. So now let's take the case number first, and case number first is a. X belongs to x greater than minus 1 by root 2 and less than 1 by root 2. Okay, x is going to be what? Sine theta. X is what? Sine theta, sine inverse theta, sine inverse x is sine theta. Okay, so sine theta is lying like this. So theta is what? Obvious thing that it is going to be pi by 4, and this is going to be minus pi by 4. But here we don't want theta, we want 2 theta. What is this? 2 theta, and let's multiply by 2 theta, and this will be minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2. Okay, so in this case this could be, simply you can cancel sine inverse and sine theta, and you will get sine and sine inverse and sine get cancelled, and you get 2 theta. Theta is sine inverse x. Now you have solved it, and now differentiate, and if you differentiate you will get 2 by root of 1 minus x square. This is the answer of first case. Okay, this is the answer of first case. Now let's take the case number second, and case number second is what? Case number second is the x is lying 1 by root 2 to 1. Okay, so what you can do in this case, I hope it is clear to you. Theta is lying pi by 4 and pi by 2. So 2 theta is this is what is a 2 theta. Okay, I think it is clear to you without any hesitation. So now what you can do, y is equal to, it is big Y. Okay, so sine inverse sine 2 theta, and place after, you cannot directly cancel sine inverse sine theta every time. That's not possible. Okay, it's only possible in the case of minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, I hope that these range are in your mind. Okay, so here you have to first solve it, and that is going to be pi minus 2 theta. Okay, if you just study the inverse trigonometric function, so in this value of theta it is going to be pi minus 2 theta. Now you can cancel, and this will be pi minus 2 theta is sine inverse x. Now let's differentiate, and you will get minus 2 by root minus 1 minus x square, and this is the answer of option B. Okay, and option C, how to find this? Option C, this option C. I am just giving you homework to you. Okay, you have to solve it. Option C, you have to solve it. Okay, and it's very easy, not so much difficult. Okay, always keep in mind it's very very easy. Minus pi by 2 to minus pi by 4. Okay, and I hope you can do it. Okay, and if you still have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, I will always here to just help you. Okay, and you will get minus pi minus 2 theta. Okay, and C, you will get minus pi minus 2 theta. So I hope that you can do it by your own, and let's go for the next question. And next question is what? So next question is, let's, we have taken other problem, and that is the y is given, and y is tan inverse of 1 minus cos x by sin x, and x is greater than minus pi and less than pi. Okay, and we have to find dy by dx. Okay, so what you can do in this case, if you directly try to differentiate it, it's going to be very lengthy. Okay, so first solve it as I have solved in the previous questions. So it is going to be what? This is going to be, let's solve it first. And when you solve it, you will get tan inverse 1 minus 1 plus 2 sine square x by 2, and these two get cancelled. Sine, it is going to be 2 sine x by 2 into cos x by 2, and this is going to be tan inverse 2 get cancelled, sine get cancelled, and sine by cos, and you will get tan x by 2. Okay, so this is what we are getting. Okay, so x is lying minus pi to plus pi. So what about x by 2? So let's divide by 2 both sides. Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. This is the range for x by 2, which is coming in tan x. So this is going to be tan inverse x, and tan x get cancelled, and you get x by 2. Let's find the differentiation of this dy by dx, and that is going to be 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is the answer of this question. Okay, so please copy it, and now after this we will focus on some standard substitution, and you have to keep those substitution in your mind. Okay, so let's start other thing. I'm just telling you some theoretical things, and that is the some standard substitution. Okay, and so these things you have to keep in mind. And first is the, if you get while solving the question of differentiation that a square minus x square, so you have to differentiate in place of x. The substitution will be x is equal to a sin theta or a cos theta. Okay, second, root of a square plus x square, x is equal to a tan theta or a cot theta. Okay, and third is going to be what? Third is x square minus a square root of that, and here you have to take x is equal to a sec theta or a cosec theta. Okay, so basically we are using the trigonometric identities, and which trigonometric identity is suitable here, just use that. Okay, so there is no need rocket science, don't think that you have to memorize it. There is no need to memorize, it's very very common. Okay, here you can apply sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Here sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1, and here same thing. Okay, uh, cos sec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Okay, so these things you have to keep in mind, and I hope if you do it, it's going to be good for you. Okay, so other thing is a plus x root of a plus x upon a minus x, or expression can be the form of root of a minus x by a plus x, and in this case you have to use the x is equal to mainly a cos 2 theta, or maybe sometime a cos theta also. Okay, so these things you have to keep in mind. Okay, so please write in your copy, these substitutions are very important. Okay, and we use this substitution to solve some questions of the method of differentiation. Okay, so write it and let's go for the a question. Take the examples, and the question is y is equal to sine inverse x root of 1 minus x minus root x 1 minus x square. Okay, and x is lying greater than 0 and less than 1. Then we have to find dy by dx. So if you try to differentiate in the way of sign differentiation of sine inverse x directly, if you use that, it's going to be very difficult. Okay, so I'm going to use one method and you have to observe the method, and that is what, let's please focus here, and you have to solve like this. So y is equal to sine inverse x and root of 1 minus root of x square, that is going to be x minus root x and 1 minus x square. Okay, this is what you have. So what this is going to be, so now 1 minus x square. So if you just observe the formula of sine inverse x, and sine inverse a minus sine inverse b is what, I think it is clear to you. Okay, if not, let's focus here. Sine inverse a minus sine inverse b, and this is going to be sine inverse x and y, you can use also. Okay, so it is going to a root of 1 minus b square minus b of root of 1 minus a square. Okay, this is the formula, so we have to use it. So this is given. Okay, and from this to we have to convert in this form, and that is going to be sine inverse x minus sine inverse root x. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, this is clear to you, I think so. Okay, now it is looking very easy to differentiate. If you directly differentiate it, it's going to be very lengthy, but now if you differentiate, it is looking comparatively easier. Okay, so let's do that. There should be no delay in solving this now. Let's start. Dy by dx is equal to 1 by root of 1 minus x square minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square. So there is root x, and differentiation of root x, that is going to be 1 by 2 root x. Okay, so directly we have to differentiate. Differentiation of sine inverse x root x is going to 1 by root of 1 minus x square. This is root x, so square and root get cancelled, so x. Now differentiate this root x, and that is going to be 1 by 2 root x. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. So this is going to be the answer. Okay, this is going to be your answer. Now let's take the other problem, and other problem is second number, and that is y is equal to tan inverse root of a minus x, a plus x. X belongs to minus a to plus a. And we have to find the dy by dx. Okay, so what you can do in this question, as I told you earlier, that if you want you can use the substitution as I have told you, and those substitution is going to be more effective here. So you can use x is equal to a cos theta or a cos 2 theta. It's your choice. Okay, so let's use the substitution, and that is x is equal to a cos 2 theta, and it is going to y is equal to tan inverse. Okay, so if you take put a cos 2 theta, a cos 2 theta, so a get cancelled. 1 minus 1 plus 2 sin square theta divided by 1 plus 1 2 cos square theta minus 1 plus minus plus minus 2 to get cancelled. Sin by cos is tan, so tan inverse mod of tan theta. Okay, so this is the things that we are getting. Okay, so x is equal to, so now we have to observe one thing, that x is what, x is a cos 2 theta. So a cos 2 theta, x is lying between minus a to plus a get cancelled, and you will get cos 2 theta 1, and this is minus 1, which means that 2 theta is greater than 0 and less than 2 theta is what, 2 theta is 0 to pi. Okay, cos 0 is 1 and cos pi is minus 1, so theta is what, theta is going to be 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so this is the 2 theta, and theta is what, theta is 0 to pi by 2, and here we can simply, this is going to open in positive. Okay, so these two get cancelled, we get theta, and theta is what, theta is, theta is going to be, let's take the help of this, theta is x by a. Okay, cos inverse 1 by 2. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, I'm just writing all these things, x by a cos inverse 1 by 2. Okay, now we have to differentiate it easily, and that's going to be dy by dx is equal to 1 by 2 cos inverse x is at 1 by root of 1 minus x square a square. Okay, and 1 by a, so minus sign is also here. Okay, and if you solve it you will get minus 1 by 2 root of a square minus x square. Okay, so this is the final answer that you are getting. Okay, so these are some questions where we are using the substitution and getting the answer. Okay, so please try to understand these questions, and if you have any doubt you can comment me. I will be always here to just again explain all these problems. Okay? But these are very important problems and basic problems. Okay, in J they ask this type of questions also, so these basic things should be clear, and after completing these basic things I will also discuss the pyqs one by one. Okay, and in between I am also taking some pyqs, but it is not possible to take all the pyqs in this lecture, so but yes, I am taking some pyqs. Okay, I am giving some questions, and those questions are homework for you. Okay, so please all of you do this homework, and very very important. Okay, you may think that these are not important, I am not coming to you, not seeing your copy, so you may skip all this. So आपको skip नहीं करना है, सारे इनको लगाने हैं, ठीक ना। तो कुछ क्वेश्चंस मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ। y इज इक्वल टू tan इनवर्स रूट ऑफ 1 प्लस एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 1 बाई एक्स। ओके, एंड एक्स नॉट इक्वल टू 0। आपको सिंपली इसको डिफरेंशिएट करना होगा। ओके ना, सिंपली आपको डिफरेंशिएट करना है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है y इज इक्वल टू tan इनवर्स रूट ऑफ 1 प्लस एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस रूट ऑफ 1 माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई 1 प्लस एक्स स्क्वायर minus root of 1 minus x square. Okay, x is given, that is x is between minus 1 to plus 1, and given that x not equal to 0. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Okay, so first you solve these questions and then we discuss so many things also. Okay, so these are some things that I had in my mind and I thought that let's discuss these things to you. So today we have discussed the differentiation by substitution and we have discussed also the differentiation of ITF, and my suggestion is that please read all these things very carefully and solve many more problems, and if you have any doubt confusion you can ask me. Okay, so these are something from my side today. Okay, in next lecture we will discuss the differentiation of, suppose that two functions are given f1 and f2 and f plus f1 plus minus f2, we want to differentiate it, so what is the formula for that, and similar thing for the multiplication and for division also. Okay, so we will discuss the formula for the differentiation of f1 into f into g, where f and g both are the function. We can discuss the differentiation of f by g. Okay, so in the next class we will continue in discussing all these things, and after the all the this discussion we will discuss the very important things and very important rules which is generally asked in the JEE main, that is the chain rule. Okay, so chain rule is very important and we will discuss in next to next chapter. Okay, so these are some upcoming topics that I had. Okay, so please read it, solve these questions, and if you have any confusion you can ask me. Okay, so in these questions you have to use the substitution. Okay, here you can use x is equal to tan theta, and here you can use what, you can just take anything else. X square is equal to, so you can take cos theta also. Okay, cos 2 theta, that's also going to be a good way of solving. Okay, so you have to think on it and solve it. Okay, so we are going to stop it here. Okay, thank you.